Okay, so I'm going to be reviewing my friend's dream team of Pokemon. So that's six Pokemon that he would have if he was an actual Pokemon trainer. Milotic. 7 out of 10, not worth it. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's think. It's a great Pokemon. It's a bulky water type, so it has its uses in a competitive scene. And it is so pretty, like lore wise or like aesthetically wise, it is the prettiest Pokemon. And that's great and all. But it's just too difficult to get. Like, okay, so getting a free bus, that's incredibly difficult to get. The rarity is really high. Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Diamond Pearl, you can actually just wish your luck goodbye unless you want to spend an hours a day trying to get it. But even then, to evolve it is ridiculous. So in the games with a beauty contest, you have to raise its beauty to the highest possible level, and then level it one more. And to raise its beauty to highest possible level, you literally have to go online and search it because there's only a certain amount of Pokeblocks you could feed your Feebas before it wouldn't eat any more Pokeblocks. And it has to be like the highest beauty Pokeblocks before you can evolve it. That's just so much effort and no way you're gonna get it. And the other way to get it is to trade it with a Prism scale. Just the fact that it's trading itself is actual bullshit. Like if I was gonna have a Pokemon, you can't have it with trading. I've literally never evolved trained a Pokemon, and I never will. And that's why Milotic is just way not worth it. Because getting a Feebas is ridiculous. Then getting the Milotic itself is even more ridiculous. And that's why it's a 7 out of 10. It's a good Pokemon. It has its really big drawbacks. It's a good Pokemon, so yeah, nice score of 7. Mimikyu, 8.5 out of 10. Pretty damn cute. What can I say, man? We all know what Mimikyu is. It has the entire lore of like trying to find attention, and everyone can relate with that. It's a good Pokemon. It has a really cool ability where it can take the first hit and like shrug off the damage, so you can use it for setting up. So it's quite useful in a competitive scene. Ghost and Fairy type. I love the fact that it's Fairy type because it just adds like extra variety to the game. Ghost also works really well. It's cute as fuck. I mean, it's like a Pikachu ripoff, but in terms of lore, it's not a Pikachu ripoff. It just wants like your hugs. And who doesn't want to give it a hug? It looks like a raggy doll, but you can just hug it all day. And even though it's ghost and like killed you, it's just so cute. 8.5 out of 10, man. It's not the best. It's no 10 out of 10, but pretty damn good if you think about it. Toxicroak, 5.5 out of 10. Are we the bad guys here? You know when you're part of a team and the team kidnaps people and they blow up lakes and they kidnap guardian spirits and force them under torture, and then they try to use that to capture like the legendary gods of time and space. You just gotta think to yourself, are we the bad guys here? You know, you look around, you see all the Pokemon we have are poisonous bats, poisonous frogs, scorpions, and a literal black cat. You gotta think to yourself, you know, we might be the bad guys. And that's what Toxicroak is. You look at the design, it literally has that mustache of like, I'm gonna kill ya. My name is Toxicroak and I'm gonna kill ya. And it touches your hand and you die. That's what Toxicroak is. And I'm thinking to my friend, like, why would you want Toxicroak as your team? It just means you're the bad guy. No good, self-respecting good guy would have Toxicroak on his team. Because it's just a bad guy. It has a black mask. Like, I'm gonna rob ya. I'm Toxicroak. You know, 5.5 out of 10. Don't be the baddie. Be the goodie. Gardevoir. 9 out of 10. I'm addicted. The first time I saw Ralts was in Pokemon Emerald when Wally went and catches Ralts in the catching tutorial. And you see him catching his Ralts and you just get jealous and you just have to catch your own Ralts. That's it. Caught my Ralts. Every single playthrough of Pokemon Emerald I've ever had, I've caught a Ralts. And yes, it's like a 4% rarity in that little patch of grass, but I had to catch a Ralts. So I just spent 10 minutes catching the Ralts. And then with that, I get a Gardevoir. And yes, Gardevoir has a slow level up group, and it takes so long to get there because Ralts and Curly are kind of useless. But then when you get it, it's so worth it, and she just has so much power, so much versatility. It's so easy to teach her electric type moves, or him actually, or teach it grass type moves, so you get the big type coverage. Definitely worth it. And then from then on, any Pokemon game I've seen with a Ralts, I always caught the Ralts and trained up the Gardevoir. And then in Pokemon X and Y, They gave it a fairy type, which made it even more overpowered because now it can just kill dragons. And they also gave it a Mega Evolution, which just gave it a buff of stats before Pokemon which already had like a massive special attack stat. What's more to love about Gardevoir? It's pretty, it's strong, it's easy to get, it's worth it when you get it at the end. 9 out of 10, easily. Electivire, 6 out of 10, monkey. I was talking to my friend and we were discussing our dream team of Pokemon. He kind of forgot Electivire exists and I had to remind him. That's how forgetful Electivire is. So I've mostly only played Gen 3, and you don't get Electabuzz or Electate in Gen 3. And you can only get Electivire in Gen 4, and you can only get Electivire through trading an Electabuzz. Which automatically points a cut just the fact that you can only access it through a trade. And even then, nobody in Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Pearl, Pokemon Platinum had an Electivire. Nobody in any Pokemon game had an Electivire, if you think about it. It's just not that good of a... I look at its base stats, it's like 540, it's not too bad. But I've never seen or heard or done anything with Electivire. It's like a Pokemon that exists, it's 1 out of 750, and there's nothing special to it. It loses points for the fact that it's a trade Pokemon. It looks like a massive monkey. That's about it. It exists. Electivire exists. 6 out of 10. Good luck on the polls, my dude. You're not gonna win. Final result, 7.2 out of 10. It's not a bad team. It's got good type coverage. None of the Pokemon overlap each other in terms of typing. None of them stand out to me as especially bad Pokemon. It's not the greatest either. I mean, okay, this is why I put it at some point, the score's not so high. It's because all the Pokemon are from Gen 4 and below, except the Mimikyu. And there are 8 generations worth of Pokemon out right now. Which means he's missing out on 4 generations of Pokemon, which... yeah, you could say the earlier Pokemons have better design, better concepts. But I would argue that the later Pokemon have also equally as interesting concepts. There's Toxicroak, which is the poison and fighting frog. And then there's the Gen 8 version, which is the poison and electric, which is such a cool type concept, with 2 forms, and they're just rock stars. They're not the bad guys, they're literal rock stars. I mean, it's a good team, I can't fault him for that, but it's not good enough. There's so much Pokemon, and I know you can't choose a single Pokemon from every generation. When you choose 2 Pokemon from Gen 3 and 2 Pokemon from Gen 4, you're not really opening your eyes, kind of thing. So, obviously you can tell what my type of Pokemon fan I'm into. Also, now you see there's a little Magby on the side. Magby is a 0 out of 10, it has a terrible design, it's a useless Pokemon. I will fight you on that. And like and subscribe if